Good morning, traders. This is Shane Scott, the moderator of Newsware's Trade Talk. At Trade Talk, we're providing you with the most up-to-the-minute news on the market, along with the facts, themes, and short-term trading ideas for the day ahead. Joining me today is our trading anchor, Bill Olson, who brings over 30 years of institutional trading knowledge to our program. Let's get things started with our markets update. U.S. futures are mixed this morning, with S&P futures down 0.03%, Dow futures up 0.13%, and NASDAQ futures down 0.16%. Markets have lowered today amid a retreat in technology shares and commodities as markets remain cautious ahead of tomorrow's Jackson Hole Symposium, where traders expect more clues to be given about the Fed's approach to paring stimulus. The dollar has moved higher along with the 10-year US Treasury. Elsewhere in markets, WTI crude oil dropped below $68 a barrel, pairing the rally seen earlier this week as the Mexican oil wells are back online and there's more product available in the market. Gold fell below $1,790 an ounce. Over in Europe, the Stock 600 index fell 0.6%, facing losses in basic resources and retailers. Bonds have also slipped ahead of the release of minutes from the European Central Bank's July meeting. Over in Asia, the MSCI Asia Pacific gauge broke a 3-day rally as Chinese tech names dropped after disappointing earnings and Beijing continued crackdown on private industries. Bill, what are you seeing as far as market updates?
Well, Shane, I've been watching the S&Ps, and they're essentially flat, 448.90. The fact of the matter is, we've got two key economic reports that are coming out that are going to be released 1 hour before the opening bell. We get the GDP data coming out. We also have the weekly jobless claims. These two reports are really in focus. A positive reading is expected on both of these reports, but this may actually cause weakness this morning because a positive reading is likely going to cause nervousness for traders as they're going to be cautionary on their positions ahead of tomorrow's Fed's announcement on monetary policy. So I'm really cautious on these reports before they come out. I think that you're going to see some weakness in the S&Ps today in the overall market. Last night was a good night for earnings. And we have some good earnings coming out this afternoon. Peloton, Workday, Marvel Technologies, Hewlett-Packard, Gap Stores, VMware, Dell Technologies, and Ali Stores are all scheduled to release. So it's looking pretty good, for earnings after the close though today, Shane.
Yeah, let's talk about earnings. Starting off with earnings that we've seen come in so far. Ulta looked pretty beast. Bill, why don't you tell us about it?
Ulta Beauty, that's ticker ULTA, under Larry Tom Apple. They beat by $2.14 on higher revenue. They beat on all margins. They really had a very solid report, which is why you see the stock up 5.41% this morning. Splunk, that's ticker SPLK, Sam Paul, Larry Kilo, they missed by $1.65, but they did it on higher revenue. Now, this is a cloud-based technology firm. It's really about the growing revenue, which is why you see the stock up 2.99% this morning. NTAP, Network Appliances, ticker NTAP, Nancy Tom Apple Paul, they beat by 20 cents on higher revenue. You look at NTAP this morning, and shares are trading higher as well. I'm looking at Snowflake, which is ticker SNOW, Sam, Nancy, Oscar, William. They missed by 49 cents, but on higher revenue, similar to Splunk. If you look at Snowflake this morning, it's up 3.98% today. Salesforce.com, that's ticker CRM, Charlie, Richard, Mary, they beat by 56 cents on higher revenue, and they are dedicated to improving their margins. You look at Salesforce this morning, it's up 2.68%. Autodesk, that's ticker ADSK, they beat by 8 cents on higher revenue, but there's concerns going forward, which is why you see the stock down 7.27% this morning. Pure Storage, that's ticker PSTG, Paul, Sam, Tom, Grace, they beat by 1 cent on higher revenue. Stock's up 12.65% this morning. Williams-Sonoma, they beat by 64 cents on higher revenue. Williams-Sonoma has seen a gain of 13.6% this morning. And then, this morning we had releases from companies like Burlington Stores, that's ticker BURL, Boy, under Richard, Larry. They beat by 56 cents on higher revenue. The stock is trading off. It's down 7.47% this morning. Dollar General beat by 12 cents on higher revenue. Stock's down 4.15% this morning. Dollar Tree beat by 22 cents on lower revenue. and they actually lowered guidance. This is why you're seeing some concerns in some of these retail stocks. You look at DLTR, Dollar Tree, and you see that it's actually trading down 5.84% this morning. Abercrombie and Fitch, that's ticker ANF, Apple Nancy Frank, they beat by 98 cents, but they did it on lower revenue. That's not good. That's why you see the stock down 2.26% this morning. Smucker's Jam and JD Smucker's, that's ticker SJM, Sam, John, Michael, they beat by 6 cents on higher revenue. There are some concerns going forward, which is why the stock is down 2.62% this morning. But all in all, we had some really nice solid beats last night in the cloud companies. Growing sector, not a problem for me to be long these stocks.
How about what we're seeing as far as upcoming earning announcements?
You got a good number of companies releasing this afternoon. Peloton, that's ticker PTON, Paul, Tom, Oscar, Nancy. They're expected to lose 44 cents, but the expected move there is 8.69%. Workday, that's ticker WDAY, William David Apple Yellow. Their EPS estimate is 77 cents, and the expected move here is 5.52%. Marvel Technologies, that's ticker MRVL, Michael Richard Valley Larry. Their EPS estimate is 31 cents, and the expected move there is 5.96%. HP, which is ticker HPQ, Harry Paul Quinton, their EPS estimate is 83 cents, and the expected move there is 5.92%. Gap Stores, that's ticker GPS, Grace Paul Sam, their EPS estimate is 45 cents. The expected move there is 9.51%. VMware, that's ticker VMW, Victor Mary William, EPS estimate is $1.64. The expected move there is 5.04%. Dell Technologies, that's ticker DELL, David Edward Larry Larry. Their EPS estimate is $2.03, and the expected move there is 7%. Ollie's Bargain Outlet, Ollie's Stores, that's ticker OLLI, Oscar Larry Larry India. Their EPS estimate is 55 cents, and the expected move there is 10.95%. Looking forward to tomorrow morning, Hibbert Sports, it's ticker HIBB, Henry India Boy. Their EPS estimate is $1.42 with the expected move of 13.5%. Remember what Dick's Sporting Goods did the other day. And Big Lots, it's ticker BIG, Boy India Grace. Their EPS estimate is $1.12, and the expected move there is 11.84%. But that's what I have as far as upcoming earnings, Shane.
Let's talk about economic reports. Bill, tell us what we're seeing as far as reports this morning.
1 hour before the market opens, we have 2 key reports being released. We have the weekly jobless claims, and we also have the GDP figures coming out. At 11 a.m., we have the Kansas City Fed Manufacturing Index all being released, but that's really all I see for reports that can affect the market this morning, Shane.
Moving into our morning critical insights. Starting things off with Lululemon, ticker LULU. The company plans to raise the minimum base pay for the majority of its store and guest education center employees in North America starting September 27th. The starting pay will go from $15 to $17 per hour. Elsewhere on the tape, Kaishin Auto, ticker KXIN, is set to acquire 100% equity of Henan UEG Times Automobile through a new share issuance. The contemplated deal would be the first major M&A transaction following the establishment of Kaishin's new energy vehicle unit and marks the company's official entry into China's small-size EV market. Kaishin's share price is up 8.61% in pre-market. News on Beyond Spring, ticker BYSI. The company has entered into a commercialization and co-development agreement with Jiangsu Hengrui Pharmaceuticals for the distribution of its chemotherapy treatment in China. Beyond Spring's share price is up 3.68% in pre-market. News on Pfizer, ticker PFE, and BioNTech, ticker BNTX. The companies have signed an LOI with Europharma Laboratorios to manufacture COVID-19 vaccine doses for Latin America. Pfizer's share price is up 0.47% in pre-market, while BioNTech's is down 0.67%. News on Merck, ticker MRK. Merck's Keytruda has received 2 new approvals in Japan, bringing it to a total of 15 authorized uses in Japan. Merck's share price is up 0.04% in pre-market. In other news, Joy, ticker YY, Chairman David Lee and Lei Jun, the founder of smartphone maker Xiaomi, plan to take the NASDAQ-listed social media platform private in a deal that could value the company at up to $8 billion. The top two shareholders are preparing a $75 to $100 a share bid to take Joy private. Joy's share price is up 12.71% in pre-market. News on Red Hill Pharma, ticker RDHL. The company reported preliminary results of a preclinical study showing strong inhibition by its oral pill in development for the treatment of COVID-19, of the COVID-19 Delta variant replication, while maintaining cell viability at relevant concentrations. Red Hill's share price is up 12.12% in pre-market. News on JD.com, ticker JD. The company is close to clinching a deal for a controlling interest in China Logistics Property Holdings from its major shareholders. JD's share price is down 0.45% in pre-market. News on AstraZeneca, ticker AZN. AstraZeneca's treatment for chronic kidney disease has been approved for use in Japan. AstraZeneca's share price is up 0.85% in pre-market. News on Deutsche Bank, ticker DB. DWS Group, the asset management arm of Deutsche Bank, is being investigated by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission and federal prosecutors over claims it overstated how much it used sustainable investing criteria to manage its assets. According to sources, the asset manager struggled to implement its environmental, social, and governance investing strategy and at times misled investors. Investigations are still in early stages. Lastly, for me, news on Alphabet, ticker GOOG. The company's drone delivery company Wing announced in a blog post yesterday that it is set to hit 100,000 customers deliveries over the next few days. Bill, what are you seeing as far as this morning's news?
Shane, I break my news alerts down into sectors and events. It just allows me to jump on the news as they hit. I'm looking at sectors such as the oil. I'm looking at sectors such as semiconductors. I'm looking at events such as earnings or buybacks. And you see this type of news, you really have to read it because you can see if there's opportunity to make money when these hot news hits. I start off with my FANG alert. And, yesterday the talk was about the cybersecurity summit that was going on in the White House. Apparently, Biden urged the CEOs from the tech sectors and other industries to do more to improve cybersecurity. He essentially told these executives, you guys have the power and the capacity and the responsibility to raise the bar on cybersecurity. And he is right. You're looking at individual stocks, and Google, came up. It hit one of my alerts this morning. Google and Microsoft each pledged to invest $30 billion over the next 5 years on efforts to improve U.S. cybersecurity, according to a news release by the White House late yesterday. So this is a direct result of that meeting with President Biden yesterday. Amazon announced 2 new security initiatives that will help protect organizations and individuals from increasing cybersecurity threats. Apparently, starting in October, Amazon's going to make available to the public their cybersecurity training manual that it has developed to keep employees and sensitive information safe from cyber attacks. And they're going to make that available to everyone. So that's kind of interesting. We'll see how that plays out. In terms of the Dow stocks, Apple's got some cost concerns going forward due to the expected rise of costs from Taiwan Semiconductor's chips for their phones. Microsoft, that's ticker MSFT, as I said, their CEO expects to spend $20 billion over the next 5 years to advance cybersecurity solutions. Salesforce.com, that's ticker CRM, they're hiking their forecasts again, and they reported such a strong quarter as that Slack acquisition actually closed this past quarter. Boeing, that's ticker BA, Boy Alpha, India Spice just said they expect Boeing's grounded 737 MAX jets in its fleet to return to service at the end of next month. That's a big positive for Boeing. And in terms of option activity from yesterday, there's some interesting put volumes going on in some, big name stocks like Pfizer, ticker PFE, DraftKings, ticker DKNG, David King, Nancy Grace, Ford, ticker F, GameStop, ticker GME, Grace Michael Edward, Moderna, ticker mRNA, Michael Richard Nancy Apple, and Uber Technologies, that's ticker UBER, Underboy Edward Richard. In terms of buyback news, ADI, that's Analog Devices, Apple David India. Their board approved an increase to the company's share buyback program of $8.5 billion. Dollar General, that's ticker DG, David Grace, they said that they see their share repurchasing of about $2.4 billion compared to the prior outlook of $2.2 billion. Williams Sonoma, that's ticker WSM, William Sam Michael, their board approved a new $1.25 billion stock repurchasing authorization plan. In terms of catalyst events, let's talk Switch. That's ticker SWCH, Sam, William, Charlie, Henry. Switch was added to the positive catalyst watch list at Citibank this morning. They also raised the firm's price target, so it's a catalyst stock to watch, SWCH. But that's what I have as far as hot news going on this morning that I saw on the tape, Shane.
Let's talk about our Trade Talk picks for today. I'm picking Big Lots, ticker BIG. This is an earnings play. It's a stock that's coming out with its earnings report tomorrow morning. It's priced for 11% move, like we talked about earlier, and it's got room to run today. You know, it's down to its market low right now, and it's a retailer stock, and retailers have been doing well lately. So I think we can expect Big Lots to do the same, to follow that momentum. And coming from a low price, a low buy-in today, I think we can expect to see some pleasant gains. What's your pick looking like, Bill?
I'm going with Dell Technologies, ticker DELL, David, Edward, Larry. The fact is, this company is releasing earnings today after the close. It is priced for a move of 7%. And I reviewed last quarter, and they delivered a solid beat last quarter, and another one that appears to be in the cards. I look at what the brokers are saying; they're raising price targets across the board and putting it on hot stock lists. So, it looks good, not only by myself, but also the brokers are like it as well. I mean, I was reading last quarter's earnings report, and they delivered record earnings, and that momentum, I think, is going to continue. You look at what their COO, Jeff Clark, said in the release last quarter, and he went on to say there has been a substantial acceleration in digital transformation across the globe. Looking ahead, we see technology becoming increasingly central to the global economy and society. We are excited for the opportunities ahead for data-fueled futures we're creating. That's a positive. He's got a lot of positivity in that statement. So I'm expecting Dell Technologies to deliver a solid beat when they release earnings this afternoon, Shane.
Moving into what's hot off the press, the news that's hitting the tape as we speak, moving the stocks today. Let's talk about it. Bill, which are some headlines we should let traders know about?
One just came out on Google, ticker GOOG, Grace, Oscar Grace. Google's planning to use Samsung's 5G modem for their new flagship Pixel phone.
Lordstown Motors, ticker RIDE, has extended gains up to 20% in pre-market after appointing Daniel A. Ninivaggi as a CEO.
Here's one on Heat Biologics. That's ticker HTBX, Henry Tom Boy X-Ray. They're launching a Skunkworks Bio, a new drug discovery subsidiary. That seems interesting to me, HTBX.
BowX acquisition, ticker BOWX, is on watch as WeWork has been awarded a U.S. federal government's first flexible co-working services contract.
I just want to point out CRM, Charlie, Richard, Mary, the news is hot and heavy. Everybody's raising their price targets on Salesforce.com this morning.
Sonotech, ticker SOTK, has announced uplisting to NASDAQ Capital Market effective August 27th.
Kimberly Clark, that's ticker KMB, Kilo, Michael, Boy. Some executive leadership changes at the firm. They say that Wilkinson will continue to remain chairman, and CEO Mike Hsu will be based in Singapore. Here's one on Yum Brands, ticker YUM. Their Taco Bell division is going to be launching a chicken sandwich next month.
IceCure Medical, ticker ICCM, will begin trading on NASDAQ starting today. Anything else interesting for you, Bill?
No, that's all I'm seeing this morning, Shane.
Same here. So that's what's hot off the press. Traders, keep in mind you can receive the same breaking stories we do simply by subscribing at newsware.com. Check us out, get a free trial. Moving into our scoreboard, talking about how our picks did from Wednesday. I had Ulta Beauty, ticker ULTA, which opened at $374.39 and went up to a high of $389.90 for a 4.14% gain. Really nice day, just from start to finish, just steadily going higher. If you held onto your shares up through this morning, the stock is up another 5.32% after they did wonderfully in earnings. So that would be a total of 9.46% all the way through from yesterday morning up till now. So great move for us. How did yours end up doing, Bill?
Yeah, that Ultra Beauty was a big win. Good job. I did network appliances yesterday. That's ticker NTAP, Nancy, Tom, Apple, Paul. Stock opened up at $80.61. During the day, it hit a high of $82.59. That's a 2.45 differential. Stock closed at $82.27. In the pre-market today, after the earnings came out, this thing just moved another 6%. It's now trading $85.50. It was a good move, so it was a good solid play, and it really came through. So you had a nice gain both yesterday during the day and especially after the close yesterday when the earnings came out. So network appliances did really well and down.
Nice, good picks all around. Well, that's going to do it for us here at Trade Talk. But traders, you know what to do. Let's get out there. Let's make some green.